Hi, my name is Vincent Reese and I'm happy to be with you here today, and I'm going to take you on a virtual tour of Ukraine. Ukraine is, to many people's surprise, the largest country in Europe, and it has so much to offer. It is quite diverse, and we're going to take you around and show you a few of the highlights. We're going to start here in the capital city of Kiev, the city of K, named after a legendary brother and his family that founded the city, and it's named after him, Kyiv, the city of K. And it was founded probably in the 7th century, and there's a lot of history that's unknown and a lot of it is lost in legend, but what we do know is that Kyiv soon became a very important trading center and a large city in Europe at its peak in probably the 12th century. So here we are in the Maidan, which is the main Independence Square. It's the major meeting point of all people in Kiev. If you ever want to meet, we meet on the Maidan. That's even where people meet for the revolutions. And so many historical things have taken place right here. And Maidan is on the street called Khreshchatyk. Khreshchatyk is the beautiful, wide, long street by which you can go and explore, go shopping, you can go for ice cream, there's always live music. On Sundays, they often close off the street to make it a pedestrian-only street, and it's family-friendly. And if you come here on Independence Day, not only are there performances and entertainment, but there's very often a very good parade that you get to watch and enjoy. A long time ago, if you had arrived in Kiev, perhaps say in the 11th or 12th centuries, you would have had to enter the city through one of its gates. And one of the gates that's become the most famous is the Golden Gates of Kiev. Now, it was called the Golden Gate because it probably had a church on the top which was covered with a golden dome. And that's how it became known as the Golden Gates of Kiev. And it was destroyed several times, and eventually it was renovated and restored in the new period of Ukraine, the independence period after 1991. And they don't know exactly what it looked like, but a lot of records point to the fact that it could have looked something like it does here in the pictures. So inside there's a museum, and you can really get a chance to see and experience what medieval life in Ukraine would have been like at the time that this gate existed. Not far from here is one of Ukraine's most famous churches, St. Sophia's. And St. Sophia's is now a museum, but it has become the iconic image of Ukraine with its golden domes and exposed old bricks. It was built as a replica to Hagia Sophia in Constantinople, and it has stood there since then and been just a pilgrimage site for people for centuries upon centuries. Now you get a chance to go and wander around the grounds of St. Sophia, but you can also get a chance to go inside. And when you're inside, you get this awing, most incredible sense of history and all the things that have taken place in this land. And you understand how important a center Kiev was all those years ago. Another church that's very interesting in Kiev is St. Andrew's. As you can see here, it sits on top of St. Andrew's Hill, and it is the street that runs down beside it is called St. Andrew's Descent, or Andrievsky Uzviz. And this is an artisan street, and along both sides of the road you can see artisans and craftsmen and different kinds of people selling their art. You can buy souvenirs, you can buy antiques and collectibles, and all the way down it winds down towards the Dnipro River and the old part of the city that sits down and below.